The Taiwan Strait is a tinderbox. Tensions have skyrocketed since the election of William Lai as Taiwan's president. Lai took office in January 2024. Beijing immediately reacted with hostility. China sees Lai as a dangerous separatist. He openly supports Taiwan's independence. This stance has infuriated the Chinese Communist Party. The CCP views Taiwan as a breakaway province. They have vowed to reunify the island with the mainland, by force if necessary. Lai's election has ushered in a new era of uncertainty. The risk of conflict is higher than it has been in decades. China has ramped up military activities near Taiwan. They are sending a clear message of intimidation. The situation is extremely volatile. Any miscalculation could spiral into war. The United States is watching the situation closely. Washington has a long-standing commitment to Taiwan's security, but U.S. policy towards Taiwan is deliberately ambiguous. This ambiguity is meant to deter both China and Taiwan from taking drastic actions. However, it also creates a dangerous lack of clarity. The world holds its breath. The stakes are incredibly high. A war over Taiwan would be a catastrophe. It would have devastating consequences for the entire region. The international community must work together to prevent such a disaster. William Lai has taken a much bolder approach than his predecessor. He has adopted a series of policies that have angered Beijing. Lai has strengthened Taiwan's military. He is boosting the island's defenses. He has also moved to reduce Taiwan's economic dependence on China. One of Lai's most controversial moves is his 17 strategies. This plan aims to counter Chinese infiltration and influence operations. Beijing views these measures as a direct challenge to its authority. They see it as a step towards formal independence. Lai argues that he is simply protecting Taiwan's democracy. He says he is responding to China's growing aggression. But Beijing is not convinced. They see Lai's actions as reckless and provocative. The CCP has responded with a barrage of threats. They have conducted large-scale military exercises. These exercises simulate an invasion of Taiwan. China has also intensified its propaganda campaign. They are trying to undermine Lai's legitimacy. The CCP is trying to isolate Taiwan internationally. They are pressuring countries to cut ties with Taipei. China's goal is to force Taiwan to accept its One China principle. This principle states that Taiwan is part of China. The current situation has eerie echoes of the past. In 2008, Taiwan elected another pro-independence leader, Chen. Chen's presidency was marked by heightened tensions with China. Beijing viewed Chen as a dangerous separatist. They accused him of pushing Taiwan towards independence. In 2008, China conducted a series of missile tests near Taiwan. This was a deliberate show of force. The situation was extremely tense. Many feared that war was imminent. The United States intervened diplomatically to defuse the crisis. The 2008 crisis was a wake-up call. It showed how quickly the situation in the Taiwan Strait could escalate. The parallels with today are striking. China is now much more powerful militarily than it was in 2008. Xi Jinping, China's current leader, is more assertive than his predecessors. He has made it clear that he is willing to use force to achieve his goals. This makes the current situation even more dangerous than the 2008 crisis. The risk of miscalculation is high. The biggest danger in the Taiwan Strait is miscalculation. Both sides are engaged in a dangerous game of chicken. China is trying to intimidate Taiwan. They want to deter Taiwan from declaring independence. Taiwan is trying to show resolve. They want to deter China from attacking. This situation is ripe for miscalculation. One side could misinterpret the other's actions. This could lead to a spiral of escalation. A minor incident could quickly escalate into a full-blown conflict. The United States plays a critical role in this equation. America's ambiguous policy towards Taiwan creates uncertainty. China may misjudge U.S. resolve. They may believe that the United States would not intervene militarily if China attacked Taiwan. This is a dangerous misperception. The United States has a strong interest in maintaining peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. The United States has a moral obligation to defend Taiwan's democracy. The consequences of a war over Taiwan would be catastrophic. The United States must send a clear and unambiguous message to China. America will not tolerate any use of force against Taiwan. The United States must also work with its allies to deter Chinese aggression. The goal is to prevent a war that no one wants.